Yo, what's going on, guys? Snooze Man back here with another YouTube video, and today we're actually talking about the best end-of-year XP and gameplay sliders here in Madden 21 franchise mode. So this is end of the year. I have made prior videos leading up to this point, guys. This is going to be the last video on this topic, really, for the end of Madden 21. We're nearing the end. We're a couple months away from Madden 22. Madden 22 is coming out in a couple of months. So that's coming up, and Madden 21 franchise, quite frankly, is coming to an end. So I want to, put this out there for the people that are, continuing franchise here to the end before Madden 22 comes out. So I feel like this will help you guys out a lot since I have made videos, and I want to update you guys on this one last time. So I'll go through this. Nothing crazy, not insane changes, but I'll go through them for XP sliders. I made, some decent, arrangements and changes. So quarterbacks right here for offensive XP percentages, and I'll go down all the way through centers, and then I'll go through defensive XP percentage. So starting with quarterbacks, we have it just at 100, just because I feel like, if you're in a decent scheme, which I have come out with scheming and best playbooks and stuff like that to run, your quarterback is going to come out and have a great year. And honestly, you're not going to need this. Quarterbacks develop, pretty easily. Halfbacks, I bumped up a little bit. I feel like they can need, a little bit of improvement, only because, development's hard for running backs, I feel like, moving forward. Maybe not so much as for the younger guys, but if you have a, even like a mid-20 guy, 20-year-old at running back, it's going to be actually really hard to upgrade him and develop him. So I boosted that a little bit. Tight ends, same thing. Tight ends are, positions that aren't really looked at, I feel like, as much as these other skill positions. So I kind of, boosted that up a little bit. Receivers, I feel like, from my standpoint, they don't get enough. Unless you're in a right scheme, they can, develop pretty easily. But I want to, make sure that these young guys are developing right. There's a lot of good young receivers to develop, and I want to make sure that boosting this up to 110. Again, you can change this at your own cost, but I'm leaving that at 110. Fullbacks I left. I'm not really into fullbacks. Tackles, guards, and centers, really the whole offensive line, I boosted plus 15. I feel like offensive linemen are the biggest part of your offense, and I've been saying that for a while in many of my videos. I think these guys contribute the most to your offense when it comes in terms of success. I mean, it helps your quarterback sit back in the pocket and make his reads, and that's where his stats come from, is being able to throw the football, and from a running back perspective, being able to run the football effectively behind these guys, and these guys need to develop right. So I boosted these up a good amount. Defensive ends over here, transitioning into defense. Defensive ends and defensive tackles, I boosted up plus 10. These guys honestly don't get looked at a lot at all. It's really hard to develop these guys. Honestly, I could even boost these up even more, but we'll keep them at 110 from now. We'll test that out. But, I feel like 110 is good because I boosted up middle and outside linebackers to 105. I really could have kept those because these guys actually can develop pretty fast. If they have dominant seasons. And middle linebackers and outside linebackers, if you're sitting in the right playbook and scheme, these guys can go off in a simulation franchise for sure. Obviously, if you're using them, they can still be just as effective. But these guys are pretty darn easy stats-wise and production-wise to upgrade from there and stuff like that. So, I think it's fair. Boost that up a little bit. Keep these guys at 110. I kept all the secondary at 100 because, again, these guys are super duper easy. You really don't need to do that. These guys, and from a young guy perspective, they develop crazy. They have insane stats moving forward. They're one of the most, used positions in terms of upgrades. They have a lot of upgrades at the end of the year. They're one of the highest point totals and points to upgrade after every year. Quarterbacks, secondary, those are really a couple of the highest positions there to upgrade. So I kept that at 100 for now. Kicker spawners, I'm not really too interested in. And now we're going to work our way into the finale, and that's gameplay sliders, guys. and I kind of always, test the waters with these, and they're not always, um, something that I can keep. They're always a work in progress, but again, this is the last video I am going to make on this, so you can take this and use it at your own cost. But here it is, quarterback accuracy. I limited that, a little bit to challenge myself with quarterbacks. Pass blocking 55, and I upgraded that a little bit. On just to kind of piggyback up on the quarterback accuracy only being a 45. Wide receiver catching 45. There's insane. I mean, we see it in franchise mode. Franchise mode is actually kind of different from Ultimate Team. There's so many crazy catches that we see in franchise mode gameplay. The aggressive catches is insane. So, for wide receiver catching, I definitely lower that for sure to make it at least a little bit realistic. And then run blocking here at 55. I boosted that up a little bit, but I did piggyback up on fumbles, boosting that a little bit, so that kind of balances itself out. So I kind of balance things out, guys, even up to the end of the year here. And then pass defense reaction time, I boosted that up, but the interceptions go way down. The interceptions I feel like can be pretty darn easy, so I lowered that. And then we'll also get into this one, but I boosted their quarterback accuracy, and I lowered my interceptions. But I had the pass defense reaction time up. So I kind of balanced things out, like I said from before. Pass coverage, I boost up a little bit, but tackling not so much. I kind of favor the CPU just a little bit, only because it's dominant to the user, obviously, in this game. As you guys know, that's been in franchise for a little bit now. So, I keep pass blocking here at a 55, quarterback accuracy 55. Wide receiver catching, I leave at the same for them, but at the same time, pass defense reaction time is up there, so that's fine. Fumbles, I do have that a little bit higher for them, though. I think pass defense reaction time, they're not as good as me at 50. We are at 55. And then interceptions, I believe, yeah, we're at the same. I feel like that's only fair, both sides there. And then we have pass coverage at 50 and tackling at 50. So we have a little bit less than mine in tackling, 48 to 50. And then from here, guys, special teams, game options, penalties, all that you can kind of mess with on your own. I don't really touch that much. I just kind of worry about CPU skill and player skill. So honestly, guys, I just wanted to breeze through that and let you guys know and update you guys on my last video really of the year when it comes in terms of XP sliders and gameplay sliders. So hopefully, this video reached out to you guys and helped you guys one last time if you guys weren't updated from before. So, if you guys are new and liking the videos, again, make sure you guys are leaving a like and a sub down below. That would help me out. And we are trying to reach 400 subs in the future, guys, before Madden 22. That would be nice, and that's a couple months away, so I know we can get there. And again, thank you guys for everything up to this point. But again, guys, that would be it for today's video, and until next time, I will see you guys in the next one.